All right, y'all. I done started back putting this fuel tank back in. I think I got some clips where I took it out the other day. I actually got the fuel tank in. Man, the rust that was in there, I'm gonna drop a picture of the rust that was in the bottom of the tank. They had the fuel line cut off. But y'all stay tuned. We're gonna see, can we get this thing put back together. Just about got to. Y'all seen me putting that little tractor right there back together over at one of my buddy's houses. And I took it in. They was gonna charge it $2,000 to find out what was wrong with the bush hog. And I told her, I said, there's not much wrong with that bush hog. She said, well, every time I put it in the gear, it stopped turning. And I get in some tall grass. I said, the clutch slipping. So she took the tractor to the shop and told the guy what was going on. He's supposed to have test drove it and tried it out, but he told that the PTO shaft was bad. I laughed. When she came back and told me, I laughed about it. She said, well, what you think? I said, that's not what's wrong with it. And I said, I guarantee you that's not what's wrong with it. She said, well, can you fix it? I said, yeah, I can fix it. I said, I just got to find the time to do it. So I took the fuel tank out, fixed the fuel tank, had it cleaned and put back on. I put it back together. Then I tightened up the bush hog. I bush hogged that the other day. You never knew there was a horse in there, but it is. I bush hogged all that. And now look at here. You can't even see out through there. Let's see what we can make y'all. I'm about ready to start the bush hog up. I always start the bush hog off at an idle. Can't see the little screen. Old tractor been sitting for years. 900 RPM. Taking off. Now, that's a lot easier to put it in gear with the RPM down on it and raise it up. Go slow with it. right, y'all. Day number 2, taking back the farm. We cut all that the other day. We cut that over there where that horse is at. I don't know if you can see it. You got to do some, it's something right in there that you can't get to it, so you got to do some kind of weed control there. But other than that, we got all that done. So let's see if our little tractor's gonna crank today. Let's check the oil. All look good. Let's see if it's gonna crank. See what we got. Swamp land right there.